Live. It is live. Ron Hortman, Kofi, Tyler, the Dysfunctional Show. You know what I'm gonna play today? This one I'm gonna play today.
Yeah, let's hear something.
Oh, let me see this. I'm gonna play this real quick. Yeah.
You better try to with something.
Little Jay Billa.
Depressed, fighting and arguing, trying to figure out where the tax money go, and she still don't know what I'm with for. She ain't been looking while that money coming, and y'all thought I was laying up with her for nothing. It's tax time. I got a new fits, I got a new whip, a new stereo. It's the only time.
Tax time. That's my guy Jay Billa. Tax time.
Is that a new one?
No, he made that one. That was about a year and a half, 2 years ago now. And it's tax time right now. That's the I started the video hot, sexy dude in the video. That was my first music video.
I remember that one.
Yeah, and it's tax time again. So if y'all getting them taxes, check out the homie Jay Billa. Tax time, a hood classic. Cousin Kofi, Ron Hortman.
I like that joint.
The Dysfunctional Show, March 9th, 2021, in the year of our Lord. Cousin Kofi, how you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm tired today. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't get that nap in. I needed that nap in today, and I didn't get it in. So here we are. But I'm gonna do some jumping jacks, make it happen.
I see you pressing.
You know what's wrong? I did a little 30-minute cardio, and it caught up with me. But I'm gonna try to get it in every day, get my cardio in, get my heart rate and all that stuff right. You understand me? But your boy tired. I am tired.
Okay, but I'm glad you came and joined us, and you pressing through.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
You keep that cardio going.
I'm trying to get it right. You understand me? I got to lose about a few pounds. I'm gonna lose a few pounds.
That's what I did last night.
What you do?
I rode a bike.
You breaking up? You what?
I rode a bike.
You rode a bike?
Yes.
With two wheels? Or the motorcycle?
2 wheels. The bike.
Like a bike that you pedal or
a bicycle.
A bicycle. Okay, all right. That's what's up. A bicycle. That's what's up. Are your legs sore?
They felt like noodles when I got off. I was good. I was good.
Hey, life it hits you different when you get up there. Like it feel. You can walk too hard and be sore for a couple days. Like, whoo! I shouldn't have did all that. You got to pace yourself now. Don't get all fit in one day. You pace that. You spread that out.
But I'm gonna be on that bike more often. It felt really good. So
no, that's good for you. It really is.
Yeah.
You owe it to yourself to get on that bike. Do you wear a helmet?
No. I didn't wear a helmet.
You just roll. You just like 89. 80, you just got on the bike and rolled.
I did, but I would love to get me a helmet and have even like some lights because it was really dark and I was like, oh gosh, I hope they see me.
You didn't have no lights?
I hope. No, because actually I just hopped on my husband's bike and I took off just to see if I still had it in me. And it felt good, so I went further and further and further.
Well, you know what? That sound like you was living on the edge. You gonna get on the bike in the middle of the night with no helmet and no lights. You're gonna hurt yourself. You somebody grandmama. You can't be doing that. Put on the proper equipment.
I had to make sure I still had it in me so you can ride it.
Grandma fell off the bike and skinned her knee. You don't need that.
No.
Let me say what's up to the homies in the. We got George Jackson here. We got Treese. We got Ray Ray.
Hey.
We got OC. Thank y'all for tuning in. We riding bikes. We taking naps around here. That's what we doing. I also did some grown up stuff. I tried to fix my leaking shower. The shower head was leaking. I tried to fix it. Looked on YouTube. YouTube said it takes about 20 minutes. It took your boy 8 hours. 8 hours. Still not fixed properly. It's not leaking, but the hot and cold is backwards now. So I got to get that right. But I did it though. That's the point. I did it. Shouts out to me.
Do it.
Mm-hmm. Shouts out
Were
to me.
Were you sweating through that process?
A little bit. Yeah, I was a little bit. It took me a while to get it right. But it's there. I'm gonna redo it this weekend. I'm gonna get the hot and cold right. But here we are. I got a little news. Not a lot. I was a little news. No, well, the big talk of the town right now is Coming to America. Did you watch it?
I did. I didn't see it all the way through because I got a little busy, but I did watch it.
Did you enjoy it?
I really did.
You know what? I did too.
I love the fact that he had all the different talent in there. I love the fact that he brought it up to today's topics. It
had the nostalgic feeling, but it has some real good moments in there for me.
Mm-hmm.
And Pete, you listen, you're not gonna please everybody, and I'm just like, man, they hating on Eddie. Y'all hating on Eddie, but I think people were expecting it to be just like the first one. But a classic is a classic. I know people say you shouldn't touch them, but I thought it was good. I enjoyed it. I really did.
I did too. I just don't know what people were really expecting out of it though. Like it had humor. It had some of all of the same things the first one had.
It did. We got Erica Jackson in the building. What's up? Erica Jackson said she enjoyed it too. It was good to me. It really was. You know what? I think people when something is that good, like the original, they expect all those classic moments all over again. I don't think you can do that. You just got to enjoy the moment.
Yeah.
You just got to enjoy the moment. My wife is right here. She pop locking and dancing. I should turn this camera around. She'll be terrified. I should do it.
She would be so mad at you if you turned that camera around.
She would be so mad. The other news I saw, it's big. Like my wife she's really into the whole thing. I don't really follow it like that. But the Prince, Prince Harry and what's her name? Meghan.
Yeah. Meghan.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. That they said those people in the castle and the Queen
and the institution.
That's what they call it. The institution.
Yeah, the institution
was a little bit racist. I'm gonna say this. That's why we left England, ain't it? And started America. They wasn't always right. We left, started this whole thing over here because what they were doing. That's why we left and got our whole thing. So all that is like tradition and all that. So, but I didn't.
Well, she said a lot more than that too. You know, she said that she wanted to kill herself, basically, and living within the institution. You know, that's the way it made her feel. Like she didn't want to be alive. So that was a lot too.
So I'm gonna have to watch it, but so They made her want to kill herself.
She said she felt suicidal. Yeah.
Wow. Mrs. Hortman said she knew what she was signing up for.
I'm not buying what she's selling. I'm not. I don't feel sorry for her.
George, we're about to get to the topic, George. George said topic. He ready. Hold on, George.
Hey.
Sit tight, brother.
Okay, we got to recap too, George, now before we jump in. Do you have any more trending news, Ryan?
One more thing from the news. Yesterday was International, was it Women's Day?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and all right. So, people take jokes too far and people get upset about jokes. But our beloved hamburger place, Burger King, tweeted women should be in the kitchen because they got a program where they're trying to help women become chefs, but they said women belong in the kitchen. And everybody took it the wrong way. They talking about boycotting Burger King and they were insensitive. Listen, y'all, I'm gonna get me a Whopper when I feel like a Whopper. I don't care what y'all. I'm not riding with y'all on this one. They was joking. All right.
I'm so tired of people. You can't say anything these days, and I'm just over it. Like, get over it.
Yeah, it was a joke, but they didn't like it. I guess I can understand from like a corporate standpoint, but you're tweeting, you trying to be funny, so I get it. Nicole, I see you. What's going on? Kofi's about to do the recap. I'm gonna give a couple shouts out real quick for you to do the recap, Kofi. We got George. We got George Jackson in the building. We got the homie Ray in the building. We got OC in the building. We got Erica Jackson in the building. Did I say Treese? I said Treese. We got
Treese in the building.
She's in the building. We got Nicole Gill. Look, Nicole.
Nikki.
Look, she a hyphenated lady. She kept her last name and his last name. Troy ain't winning no arguments. Burger King was Kiss Ronald McDonald. I'm lost. That's what she said. We're about to recap last week's show. Kofi, take it away.
Yeah, we're gonna recap on last week, and this was a good topic, guys. I love this topic. Like, what was one of the hardest pills you ever had to swallow? I thought of so many different things, man. I was like, whoa. So, Ryan, do you want to follow up on, reiterate on that?
Well, I'm gonna keep it simple. At the end of the day, you think about life lessons. One of the toughest pills that you have to swallow. You meet so many people in your life, and people tell you they love you and they care for you. They a guy or that. At the end of the day, everybody got their own problems, and they really don't care about yours. That's tough when you think about it on that level. Like, but you said but they trying to eat too. So at the end of the day, nobody cares. That's a tough pill to swallow. Go ahead.
Yeah, Kobe. I was gonna say something not quite on that lines, but yeah, for me it was learning the fact that the people you may love the most may not feel the same.
Ooh, that's hard.
So that's pretty hard. Yeah. Do any of the viewers want to reiterate on that recap? They got anything to say?
Any comments on the toughest pill you had to swallow before we move on to tonight's topic? Any comments? Going once, going twice, sold. Well,
because George ready for this topic.
George ready.
Yeah.
The topic for tonight is I'm just gonna sum it up, and I'm gonna sum it up right here in chasing the dream. But the topic tonight is why do some people chase their dream? Some people some people give up or quit, and some people are successful in chasing the dream. Why?
Or why don't even we
Why?
go after the dream?
Why? Chasing the dream. Would you like to start, Kofi?
I would. I think for myself that, a lot of reasons of why I haven't accomplished some of my own dreams are because of the prison that I live in my own mind. And I think that's for a lot of us. And I think it could be caused by a lot of different things. It could be a lot of different layers to it, different traumas, different events, different whatever. But I think that you have to have a strong self-motivation to be able to come out of those prisons in your mind, because you defeat yourself, we'll defeat ourselves.
I agree. I agree with that. Are y'all having trouble hearing her, or is it my connection? She's going in and out on me. Can you hear me, Cole?
I can hear you well. It may be my connection.
Okay. All right. We're gonna work. We're gonna work through it. The devil is alive. We're gonna work through it.
Stab the devil for Jesus.
There it is right there. I'm gonna say this. When it comes to dreams, I think a lot of people, they look at the finished product with like the actual dream, the finished product that they see that they like, the superstar, or, and I was thinking before I got on here, we're gonna use the ballet dancer. She's beautiful. She moves so gracefully. She's small, petite. She wears the nice little clothes. Have you seen their feet when they take their shoes off? Them ballerinas, their feet look like they got ran over by a truck or something, because they've been standing on their toes all that time, and they got to get up super early in the morning to practice. Sometimes you can't eat, so they try. And the point is, people don't want to do what it takes to finish their dream. I think a lot of people, they start and they be like, you know what, too much work, I'm going to go to this. And they switch.
So you don't think that a lot of people work hard? Like, for instance, you said a ballerina that goes through the whole process of all of the hard work, but at some point she feels like maybe she has to quit due to the industry.
I think when you quit, like, okay, I'm gonna use me as an example. Now, when you look at me, all right, I know a lot of people see sex symbol and stuff like that, but no, that's not what my dream was. I wanted. Yeah, I'm serious, ma'am. I wanted to be a professional football player. That was my dream growing up. Like, I wanted to be Walter Payton. We played on the playground. I wanted to do that. I got on the football team at school, right? Went to the practices. It was cold and rainy, and it was uncomfortable. And you want to quit, but I'm like, no, I'm going to make this. I'm going to make this happen. I got hit so hard by Todd Lewis. I'm going to say it again. Yeah, Todd Lewis, if you've seen this. He hit me so hard that I knew that that's not really what I want to do. That's it. That's it. That's when I quit. Because I felt like if I got to keep getting hit like this, it's not worth it for me. And everybody you talk to in football, they'll tell you the hardest hit they got. They'll never forget it. But they kept going. Not me. It wasn't worth it for me. At the end of the day, I think that's what it is.
If it's worth it for you.
Being that some things are like when I started comedy, I would always say that, you know what, as long as you don't quit, you're gonna make it. Like the journey never stops. Like
No.
when you think of and I'm just gonna use Kevin Hart because he made it, right? He made it, but he's still working. He's still trying to do more. Like it never stops. So if you wanna be if you want to be a comedian, you got to get out there. You got to keep telling jokes. Some people not gonna like them. Some people gonna love them. You got to go through this.
Yeah, I just think it's real hard to believe that all the people in the world that have talent and that are, people that do dream have not had success due to not working for it.
No. I'm not saying they're not working for it. I'm saying that at some point they said, you know what? It's not worth this no more. I'm done. I'm tapped out. You literally throw in the towel because you're saying that the energy I'm putting in is not worth the results that I'm getting.
Yeah, at some point. But what about the people that make it all the way, right? And they get to where they want to be. Well, that door is open to where they're right there, and the dream has came true for them. And they get there and then they say, no, I don't want to do this.
Because it's not worth the energy that they have to put into it. They're like, you know what? This ain't what I thought it was. I'm done. Listen, I've had, and I can only speak from my experience. I'm not speaking for nobody else, but I've gotten I've gotten a job before, a place that like, oh, I want to work there. I want to do this. That'll be tight because I can do this, and that. And get there and be like, man, I'm not fit to do this.
Yeah.
I'm still at lunch. I'm still on lunch from Toys R Us. I went home for lunch and never went back. I am still on lunch because I didn't want to do what it takes. And like we could talk about a whole bunch of scenarios that will make you want to quit, and that's part of the journey. Like you have every right to want to quit. When I got hit, I could have kept going, and who knows, I could have been the coldest little dude on the field.
Yeah.
But I quit. Didn't nobody make me quit, but Todd Lewis. Me and Todd Lewis made me quit. That's what happened. Let me go some of these. Let me get some of these comments real quick. Tree said, Burger King was kissing Ronald McDonald on a commercial, insinuating their feud is over. Oh, after he took that L, I guess. Tree said the loss of her parents. Yeah, Tree. Quita. That's a tough one. That's a tough one to swallow.
It is.
Heart goes out to you for that. There's no words. No words. Big Vinny said he's scared. What you scared of, Big Vinny? He said a lack of energy. Tree's laughing.
Lack of energy.
Yeah. Was comedy a dream of yours too? Not at the time, it wasn't. Later in life, it became. Erica said they stopped believing in themselves. Yeah, hey, that's true. She said she would have wanted her lick back from Duke. She said she would have wanted her lick back from Duke. She would have wanted her lick back from Duke that hit me. People do you stop believing when it gets, and it's easy to do.
And that's what I was saying. I think that you just have to, because we look for motivation through other people, and you know, you can get so many no's, and people can make you feel like you don't belong in the area that you're, you know, dreaming or whatever you're going after. You get a lot of that through the journey, like you said. And I just think that you have to dig so deep within keeping yourself motivated. Like, that's it.
And again, I'm only speaking from my experience. So if somebody else has something to say, please chime in. I put the link on the top. If you want to tap in, we're gonna let you tap in. There go the link right there. But you have to first of all, you gotta pray. You gotta find something deep down inside to help you, because it's a mental battle. It really is.
Mm-hmm.
If you have all these people telling you no all the time,
Mm-hmm.
it can make you think that this ain't worth
You
it.
don't belong.
I don't. But you just go over, you get that one yes that can change everything, and that's the mental game you fight.
Yes.
And no matter what the dream is.
Yeah.
What was your dream, Kofi?
I've always dreamed of being a psychiatrist.
So let me ask you this: is that dream over, or are you still dreaming that?
I think that dream is over. I just thought about it again recently. And I think if I went for it now, it would be only to prove to myself that I could. I don't think it's my passion, though. My passion is to help families, men, women, and children. That's my passion.
So, all right. So you gave up on that dream because it's not your passion.
And a lot of other factors.
Like, I'm picking on you, but like what?
Just being a single parent at the time, and just having the way that I had to navigate for myself.
Okay, but you can do it now.
I could do it now, but I think, again, like I said, if I went after it, it would just be to prove to myself that I could do it. But it's not my passion. My passion would be to help men, women, and children. And I think for me now, at the age that I'm at, I would want to do what I'm passionate about.
I totally understand. I totally understand. But right now you're saying it's not worth the trouble for me to do that right now.
I guess in a way you could put it that way. I think
that's the only thing stopping you from that dream. That's the only thing stopping you from it. Because you don't want to do
it. Right.
See, come on now.
Yeah, true. It ain't no other way to put that.
Ain't no other way. And
there's no other way to put that.
Everybody's situation is different. It could be more complicated, but at the end of the day, that's what it boils down to. That's what I think is the difference between somebody that fulfills their dream or somebody that had a dream. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a million dudes that want to play football, and you have to be a part of it is natural talent. You got to be physically strong, but and don't get me wrong, it's a lot of people that have those talents and don't make it, and they had that desire, and they try, and maybe their body they can't compete on that level, like physically. I'm not saying that, but we got George chiming in. But
okay,
at the end of the day, it come a point where you decide, like, you know what, this ain't worth all
But
that.
do you ever think of this as well, that like you may have a dream for yourself and you want to go after this, that, and the third, and that just may not be what you're destined to do?
I believe that.
Just because we have a dream and want to do something, that doesn't mean that that's what we should be doing, or that's our purpose, or that's where we'll land in life.
Absolutely. I agree. I agree with that totally. You can hear that beeping. That's my camera. That means something is going past my camera. Yeah, let me turn that off. I apologize, y'all. I completely tuned it out. Let me read some of these comments real quick. Joke. I need to get back and tell some jokes again. Yeah, come on down. Tell some jokes. Ray said, "Don't wake me. I'm dreaming," in his Christopher Williams voice. Old light-skinned dudes. And Erica says she thinks she's saying it's not a desire anymore. Exactly, Erica. I agree. I agree. Tree said, "I believe nothing can stop you from going after something that you dream of becoming or doing." I agree with that, Tree, to a certain extent. But I think the person just ultimately decides that's it. That no more. We got George tapping in. If anybody else want to tap in, that's the link at the bottom. I'm gonna put it in the comments. You can please join in, tap in with us, give us your opinion. George, what's happening, man?
Oh. Hey, what's up, man?
Hey,
What's
George.
good?
Hey, Coca. How y'all doing over there?
Oh, we good, man. We good.
We good.
The last time I talked to y'all, I think I was in like a rehab facility and shit.
Yeah, we glad
Yeah.
And
you made it out, brother.
Yeah, y'all was ranking on my phone connection and shit and all kind of shit, man. Y'all clowned the hell out of me that time, man.
I don't recall that. I don't recall that.
No, not necessarily you, but the fat dude with the sausage neck. He was clowning me and shit. The dude who don't know how to drive. You know, we know who I'm talking about.
We'll connect y'all on another.
It wasn't no disrespect intended.
No. I take all criticism, like that. I don't be tripping on that shit. It was funny. I laughed too.
Yeah.
About my church's chicken phone connection and all that. They were, girl, they were in.
So how you doing though?
I'm taking it step by step. I was in rehab because I had the knee surgery. I got a brand new knee. And
okay, how's that working for you?
It's pretty good. You get internet and you get some cable channels. So I'm happy with that.
Good.
Good. I started back work last week. Which I haven't.
Okay.
I haven't been to work since October 2nd when I had the car accident. Which led me into rehab.
That all sounds good, George. We happy for you.
Hey, shit! I ain't out the woods yet.
Well, the thing is, you coming along. So, tell us what you think about our topic tonight, and what you got to add to this conversation.
I will when you tell me what the topic is.
Dreams. What do you think prevents us from achieving our dreams or reaching our dreams?
Blockage, mental blockage.
But my friend here says mental blockage.
Yeah, I agree.
Childhood.
But I would say, for me,
first of all, George, what's one of your dreams?
I got a lot of dreams, man. I do.
Just one.
I don't
only
have
one.
Have my own crib.
That's your dream. Okay. All right. That's okay. Hey, that's okay.
To help my people.
My friend said her dream is to help her people, and she's already helping me because she let me stay here until I get all the way on my feet. But no, I got many dreams. It's not just one dream. At least for me, they change because circumstances change, right?
Well, we're gonna pick one. We're gonna pick one for the sake of this
For the
discussion.
conversation, okay. All
Yeah,
right, all right.
just pick one. So, for
To have
example,
full knowledge of self.
full knowledge of self. So, if that's a dream, nothing can stop you from doing that.
No, can't nothing stop anybody from achieving their dreams if they really want to have it. You know what I'm saying?
I think that a lot of us allow just that fears too to set in, and that prevents us from reaching a lot of higher than reach fears.
But fear is good. Fear lets you know that, you know what, I might be on to something, and there's outside forces that's trying to deter me from thinking about it. If you're not scared of your dreams, then you ain't dreaming right. If you're not scared of just what can happen to you trying to achieve that dream, then you got the wrong dream. My dream scares me because I know what I have to go through and the sacrifice I have to make in order to get it. So it scares me the path I gotta take.
Well, I disagree with that. You should be scared of your dreams, but fear.
I'm not saying you should be scared of it, but just the fact that the road you got to take, if it doesn't scare you, if you think this is going to be a piece of cake and you're just going to walk through all these steps that you know that you need to take to achieve your dream, then no, I don't. Me personally, I don't think that's the right dream. You got to understand some people. I'm starting from scratch. Okay, I have nothing. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I got into a car accident. I lost my family. You know what I'm saying? The only thing I kept was my motherfucking job. You know what I'm saying? Lost a place to stay. I had to have surgery. You know, I'm coming from the bottom. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes he'll take you all the way down in order for you to come all the way back up. And do something through that journey. So this is where I'm at. So I'm on a whole different, and I feel good. This is the most beautiful hole I ever been in my life.
Well, blessings on you, brother. We definitely gonna keep you in prayer. But
I appreciate that.
With anything that you want, you got to work for it. Like you got to work hard at it. There's gonna be some trials and tribulations, and I think when it comes to your dreams, I think fear is honestly the enemy of your dreams.
Absolutely,
because it
but makes, it's a healthy adversary. Because
I disagree.
Because you don't see it like how I see it. Yeah, anything in life, I was taught anything in life worth having is going to be A, hard to get, B, hard to keep. Because if it was easy, everybody would be doing it.
But I think those are different things from fear, though, George. I don't think those equal fear.
They're strategically placed obstacles that stand in your way mentally.
Well, can I please get this out, guys, about fear?
Hey,
I believe when we're in a state of fear is when we're acting against our authentic selves. When we're not being authentic with ourselves, that's when fear sets up in us. And I think that type of fear, like Ron said, is the enemy. And you have to know how to keep pushing that out, because when you're activating from that place, you're not being authentic.
You're absolutely right the way you worded it, because the way I kind of named fear was totally different from the way you said it. But the way you said it, and you got an amen over here from my girlfriend saying about what you said. You know what I'm saying? So you was definitely on point with that, and I totally agree with you with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, if whatever you chasing, or whatever dream you chasing, or goal, or whatever, there's always going to be obstacles. It's never easy to get. It's never attainable.
But fear can hinder you.
Fear could hinder you if you don't put it in the right perspective. I agree with that. You know what I'm saying? Me, because I'm scared to death of what I have to do to get to where I want to be. But I know I'm going to get there, and I've encountered hella obstacles, haven't I? So far. You know what I'm saying? And hey, you put a mountain in front of you.
That means you're ready to work, man. And that's the difference.
Yeah.
Anything worth having, you got to work at. It's gonna be work. It's not gonna be a layup.
I had surgery January 27th, and I'm back at work now. That's 6 weeks after total kneecap replacement. That's unheard of.
The
You know what I'm
homie
saying?
Ray said, fearing God cannot occupy the same space. Dick Gregory.
All right.
I get it.
Okay.
I get it.
I get that. I'm just saying, fear is a natural emotion that's going to come to you when you're dealing with trying to achieve your dreams.
Yeah, but
absolutely. And I believe fear. It's the biggest obstacle in chasing people's dreams. You get scared. You scared of change.
Yeah.
You're scared of what people think. You're scared of failing, and then that fear makes you not move to go forward. Yeah.
But for the right person, that challenges them. That makes you want to work. That makes you want to go harder simply because of what the fear done put in the whole equation.
Fear is always the enemy.
But I use fear as fuel for me. You know what I'm saying? If I'm scared of
fear
then I know I'm on the right track.
enemy.
But somebody's trying to steer me away from it. You know what I'm saying? That's what fear tells me, that I'm on the right track, because it's the negative energy that's trying to scare me away from the path that I'm on right now. So I'm gonna really go hard on it now. Now that I know you're interested in where I'm going, shit, fuck that. Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry.
The homie Joe said, in order to be fearless, you need to feel the fear first. You need to think you can't do it, and then you have to do it. That's how great things happen. Someone said that, maybe me, not sure. That's good, Joe.
Well said, young man. He put it all in a paragraph right there.
Yeah, I'll give him that. That's pretty good.
Look, I see that nigga might be kin to me or something. I don't know. He said that too goddamn good.
I believe that, yeah, but I believe when that spirit of fear sets up on us, we have to know how to wean that out, and that should develop us to have the courage to be able to conquer that fear. But I do think the spirit of fear is the enemy, is there to defeat us, is there to make us believe we can't achieve something that we definitely can.
I use the energy of my enemy as my strength, if you understand what that means.
Yeah, you saying what you're basically saying is your haters are your congratulators. Your haters give you fuel, and they're there for a reason too.
I'm gonna go harder now.
Let me read some of these comments. My homie Sartorius said, "Is it fear or lack of motivation?" Tree said, "Fear is opposite of faith." Yes, Mr. George, I like facing what's fearful because you realize there's nothing to be afraid of in the aftermath. Joe said it might be a quote from somewhere, and no idea it was on his Facebook page.
Hey, I'm okay on that. You know what I'm saying?
At least he gave. Look, my friends don't steal. He gave credit where credit was due.
Hey,
let me ask y'all something. Like, I think a lot of time people, even when you're chasing your dreams, you need to learn. You need to learn from failure and mistakes.
Yeah,
those are the best teachers.
The best teachers, and a lot of times, people use the failure or the hurt that happened during that, and they set up a wall so they don't let themselves move forward. And I'm gonna give you a perfect example. And somebody that was in a relationship with somebody, and that person messed them over bad. So now they looking to find somebody else, but they got this block because that this person did me bad. So now they got this new thing that's trying to become one, and they're not letting this other person in because of those past failures. And that's the same thing when you're chasing your goals.
That's a character flaw.
That's being imprisoned in your own mind, as I was describing.
Would you consider that a character type flaw?
No,
I
no.
don't think that's a character flaw. I think that that's just like a prison that
That you created
you're
yourself.
stuck in your own mind.
Yeah.
It's a valid emotion, a valid feeling, and you have valid concern, but you have to be able to let that go to move forward and
Oh
learn
no.
from
Yeah.
it.
I'm in the same exact situation. I just got out of a relationship. It was totally messy as hell. It was all in the tabloids and shit. I don't know if y'all seen it, but you know, I was in the same situation.
I said,
And
dang,
you know,
Kanye. That's what I said. I said, dang,
you know,
Kanye.
I get a blast from my past, somebody that I've known for over 20 years that comes back into my life. It actually was kept me emotionally and mentally stable, if you can understand what I'm saying. You know, and it's not that I'm seeking, because the last thing I want to do right now is go into a relationship with anybody. So that ain't what I'm trying to do. But I can understand where somebody could be in a situation that your friend is in and feel reluctant to open themselves up for fear of, you know, getting hurt.
Yeah,
We can all understand it, but the thing of the matter is, just because something one person did, you shouldn't try to take that and put in place that onto everyone else you meet.
Right. The point I'm trying to make is,
have
if it feels good, damn it, do it.
That's not always right, George. Don't tell
That's
people.
it. I'm sorry.
Let me read some
If it feels
comments.
good, do it.
Let me
Who
read
you
some
hurt?
comments.
Who you hurt?
Quita said, "My biggest fear is leaving my kids too soon before helping them figure out life. Single parent, not easy, but they're well loved." Hey man, they well loved. That's totally that's a whole nother show. Quita, we're gonna talk about that though. That's scary. Soto said that's not a character flaw, it's a defense. And he right. People they set that wall up for defense. If anybody else want to comment, here's the link. I'm gonna put it in the comments one more time. If you want to tap in. We love to hear your opinion, your point of view. Everybody's opinion is valid. We're not we're not trying to have it one-sided. You feel how you want to feel. Like,
we'll be cutting this podcast short.
You said what?
No, I was talking to my friend. She's sitting across from here.
No, show on me. My hair ain't done.
You hear that? You hear that?
George, you know how we
you heard that?
About that. Don't play.
Hey, the motherfucking screen didn't move, did it?
It better not have.
I don't need that. This girl got 15,000 crystals in this motherfucker. Okay, one wrong move and
she's about to put you around here. She's about to put you out like right now. Bye. Don't you put me out here. My hair ain't done.
You know how we feel about our hair. Don't play.
No, but they are.
We talking dreams, chasing dreams. Why do some people make it? Why do some people fail?
So did
what's
y'all,
the hang
did y'all ever say what y'all dreams was?
Where listen, one of my dreams. I'll tell you right now. I'll tell you right now. One of my my first one was NFL. I wanted to be a football player growing up, and we discussed why I stopped. All right, and that's valid.
Of course you did.
Okay. Yeah. So now I'm actually I'm living one of my dreams. I wanted to be a stand-up comic. So I
thought about that too a couple times in my life.
It's a crazy lifestyle. It's not what you think. So
that's a hard dream.
Listen, I've traveled the country. I've been on TV. I done kicked with famous people.
You done been further than I have.
Well, I've done a lot of it, but at the same time, it ain't what you think it is, right? The first
I would imagine it is.
The first TV show that I did, and I saw how they really tape a TV show, it blew my mind. Like, this is how you see the business side of it, so it kind of messes everything up for you. But I'm gonna tell you this: I'm stuck in this dream now. I love doing it, but I'm stuck because I told my kids that they had to chase their dreams. So now how can I quit and tell them to keep doing what they got to do to meet theirs, and I stop? So now I'm riding this thing out.
Format right now. Shit.
You said what now?
Can I ask?
You have the perfect format right now. I thought about getting on your show and launching my comedic career.
Oh my God! I'm supposed to block George, yo.
No, I'm just messing with you.
Ron, can I ask you a question?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you know how you just said that you can't let go of this dream because you're teaching your children to go after their dreams. But do you believe that this one dream could open up a door for you that doesn't end up being this dream?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
And it can become a whole nother dream.
Absolutely.
Dream changes, Kofi.
Absolutely.
They change.
Yeah.
They have the ability to change and transform like a motherfucker. You be
They
on one thing and then you get led to another thing.
A whole nother thing. Absolutely.
I had a dream too. I really did. You know what I'm saying? I can get into all of it, but it led me to where I'm at right now. Following the dream that I had. Now, part of my dream has already been completed. You know, I raised my son. He's 23 years old. He's an adult. He's self-sufficient. That was one of my dreams. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, so yeah, they're gonna change. Now I got a different dream. Matter of fact, I got 2 or 3. I had one last night that I'm gonna think about. So they gonna change. You know?
Yeah.
And I'm not just tied into just one. But go ahead, Ron. I
want to know what one of your. I want to know what one of your dreams are.
I want to open for you when you do your shit, because you done already been somewhere and done some shit. So I want to come on before you do and shit and get my little buzz going and shit. You know, that's what I want to do.
I hope you enjoy this moment. I hope you enjoy this, George. This is the last time I'm letting you on. So I hope you
my dream is just to be able to go to work every day. Because, you know, I ain't been to work since October. I just got my knee done. You know, I'm on restricted duty at my job, meaning no overtime, and I'm working first shift. And I can't stand first shift. I'm going to kill somebody at my job if they don't put me back on third.
George.
So I need to be isolated. I can't be around white folks like that. No.
So
you can't
come on now, George. Man.
No, not all. Good morning.
George,
they always happy and shit.
George, you know that
George,
he pulled back up and used against you, like
George.
Who's happy at 9 o'clock in the goddamn morning?
George, we're
you should be happy that you woke up, George. You should be happy.
George, you're gonna be in comments forever now. You know that, right? You're gonna be in the comments, George.
I told you the first time you had me on here, my shit was extra.
George.
I said that.
I should have known.
But no, I'm not trying to monopolize the time or anything like that. I just wanted to get on.
George, look, I can do this any second. Look, now you look like you talking in the car window, George. We can't hear nothing you saying.
Mute.
You just moving your.
See, you was late.
Yeah, that's all you can do, George.
Late on that mute.
Yeah, I you know what? I didn't want to mute George. Nobody else was jumping in. Yeah, you know. Let me read some of these comments real quick. Quita said she wanted to be LL Cool J wife. Quita, what happened? Why did you stop? Why did you stop stalking LL Cool J? Did he have a restraining order? I mean,
LL Cool J's wife. That was her one dream. Of her dreams.
One of her dreams. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
That was a good one.
Soto said, "Dude, I know this subject. My dream was to be a writer. Ended up wanting to do bad. I'm mind screw myself. See, it's not too late. It's not too late
now,
to be a writer.
Does he still write, Ron?
Soto, do you still write?
Soto,
click this link, man. Hop on here. He's taking. Oh, he's taking. So she don't like the shit. Okay. It said, Mr. George, do we start his comedy show? Oh, George, she says, start your comedy show on Facebook Live, and we'll tune in, George. Soto said George is more negative than he ever was. Yeah, we'll show you how to do a streaming show. You know what we'll do? We'll get OC and we'll get George, and we'll let y'all have a roast battle live. We'll let y'all go and just yeah, that'll be good.
That sounds interesting.
Yeah, that sounds very interesting. Chasing the dream, y'all. Why do some people make it? So okay, let me ask y'all this. Somebody that do you know somebody from your past that they accomplished their dream? Like somebody that that became a doctor or a lawyer, whatever it is, started a business or slept with LL, whatever. I mean, anything that they set out to do. You know what I mean? What do you think they did different from anybody else? Silence among Jerusalem.
Well, I just think that they didn't let their own mind defeat them.
They didn't let their own mind defeat them. Okay.
Yes, because I think we defeat ourselves with our mental thoughts. I really think that's what happens, regardless if that comes from trauma or fear or whatever that may be.
I agree with that. But what Quita said, let me see. She said, yeah, you're too kind, Quita. You're too kind. She said he was persistent. Persistence, yeah. Persistence is key. Find a good woman and have a family. He read my book. Yeah, that's true. Okay. I was told this, that hard work will beat talent. Hard work will beat talent. Like it's somebody that could be super talented and don't put in the work will get beat out by somebody that was all right, but he trying real hard. And I believe that can be true when, and I'm gonna use entertainment. I'm gonna use basketball, for example. I'm gonna use basketball. I'm gonna use Michael Jordan. A couple facts that I know about Michael Jordan. He was he got cut from his high school basketball team. He didn't make the team. Michael Jordan did not make the team 1 year in his high school, right? So he didn't quit. He didn't let it defeat him. He practiced harder and harder and harder. Now, of course, he was naturally talented, but I think they could say that his older brother might have been nicer than him or something. But Jordan, even when he was Michael Jordan, they said he would show up at the gym before everybody else and leave after everybody else. And he's already Michael Jordan. Now, we all know, everybody knows somebody from the hood that if you say, man, I swear to God, I saw a dude jump from here and dunk over 3 people, that the dude is naturally talented. He's naturally gifted. He can play. He can shoot your eyes out from anywhere on the court, but he didn't want to go to school. He didn't want to go to practice. He didn't want to put in the work. He said he wanted to be an NBA player, but he didn't want to do what it takes to do that. He didn't want to lead the block. You get what I'm saying? And mentally,
so he did say he want to be in the NBA. So this is a person that's saying that they wanted to go and be in the NBA.
I'm saying that very loosely, being that
Because
young.
I'm saying that to say, like, what about the people that have natural talents and they're really great in it, but that's not what they want to do?
I mean, that's fine. We talking about dreams, and
Yeah,
if that's not their dream, it can, like, hey, you gonna
yeah.
play in the NBA? No, we talking about people in their dreams and they goals.
Well, I think for any person that has a dream and think that they don't have to work, that's not gonna happen. Those two don't go together.
You'll be surprised how many people don't understand that. Tree said, "Can we establish that goals and dreams are different?" I
Thank you.
I totally agree. Hey, Quita said you stayed working in your little brown truck. I did. I did. I did. I did. And you know what? People was laughing at me about that. They really were. They were laughing at me. And I had to push on through on my own. Should I let George say something? George, you got something to say? Let me see. You got something to say, George? I'm unmuting you, George.
All this time, I thought I was talking to shit, but
We had to mute you, George, because you got the saying stuff to the people, to the viewers.
You can put me back on the sideline.
Yeah, we still, you still cool with us, but
no, I didn't know. You know what I'm saying?
We always say
right
everybody
now,
can come on. This is an open show, an open dialect, but no disrespect to nobody.
I don't think I disrespected anybody. Did if I did, I sincerely apologize.
Okay.
Did I use some profanity? I did. I am.
It's not the profanity.
Okay. No, I don't want to insult or.
Right.
This is a cigarette.
George, you grown. You can smoke whatever you want to smoke.
No.
You at home, George. You can smoke.
No, I'm not at home. I live with somebody else.
Well, you don't understand. That's what I'm saying.
They said I had to smoke with them or I got to get out.
What Quita said? What? Trying real hard. Is a man in, and I know you. Huh? I always thought you. I don't know what you, Quita. I'm lost. I don't know what Quita's saying. You're going to translate for me. Yes, know some people that are living out their dreams. Watch my daughter going after one of her dreams. She's determined, not giving up. And it's inspiring when you see that. When you see people chasing their joints, that's so inspiring. It really is. I'm gonna pick on my homegirl Nikki. Y'all know Nikki. She first of all, I seen see Ron had a lot of dreams. I used to cut hair too, right? And me and Nikki was working at the same spot for a minute, and Nikki went and got her own thing. I was so proud of her, and I like starting doing it in her house, like it, and putting 8 dudes. Like right now, she would get fined because of COVID. She had like 8, 9 dudes in her house. Women had the dryers, the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? But to see my friends and people succeeding, it feel good. It's inspiring. Y'all keep me motivated.
Yeah, absolutely.
And dreams and goals are different. That's right, Tree. So
they are.
Look, here go Nikki G right here. Look, we done spoke up. Here she go.
Is she tapping in with us?
Nikki G.
What's going on, y'all?
What's up? Look, what she got on her shirt right now? She got some.
I love hair. This is the hair whisperer. That's what it is.
Can you make this come back?
That's what yes. I got a product that will grow it. I'm telling you.
Right up in here.
all. Nikki, you have to promote this product for us.
Oh, I am. I am working on the website as we speak.
Will I get waves?
Coming. Man.
I'm so excited. I'm really excited, Nikki, about this product.
I am too. I have a whole line at that. And now we're gonna talk about the dream.
Tell us about the dream.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. I always knew I was gonna be a hairstylist. That has since I first could walk, talk, whatever. I knew I was gonna do hair. I always wanted to own my own shop, have a product line, teach, and become a trichologist.
Okay.
So I became a hairstylist, a trichologist.
What is that? Please define.
A trichologist is a person who studies the art of hair, everything about it, the follicles inside out. So that's my next step after these products. So I can look at you and look at your scalp, and I can tell you exactly what the problem is without you even going to like a dermatologist or your regular primary. That is a trichologist. So,
and I love a beautician that can do that. That's excellent.
Yes. So it was always my dream. So I became a stylist. I had my own shop. Now I am pursuing my product line. With the thanks to Ron, I have to give Ron credit. I have to give Ron credit.
I don't know what I did.
Had it not been for him, I would not have started this line. And
that is great to hear.
I have pushed so many people to go above and beyond, cheering other people on. All the while, I always knew what I was capable of, but I like to see people succeed. Ron was like, "Come on now, what are you doing?" And every time somebody will release a website, a product, or something, he was like, "Look at this, what you doing? Where you at? I can't see you." But I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna have to shout out Kofi first, because it was Kofi who told me you was on Facebook. Had I did not know. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been back in touch with you.
I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for you.
Yes, it is. Like
that is excellent, and Ron does have that ability and quality where he inspires people naturally.
Absolutely.
So that's another gift to his.
Absolutely.
Come on now. Y'all trying to make me cry in front of the people. I'm not fit to cry. I'm a gangster. All right.
Listen here. Whew, what I tell you, it's a lot of hard work though. It's more work than what I anticipated, only because I'm like very hands-on as far as formulating. Ingredients. I'm not just buying a product and slapping my name on it. I am like like testing, mixing, approving, stamping, shipping, everything. Bottles, colors, tops, everything. Labels, sealers, thank you cards. I mean,
now tell us about this dream.
You need what are they called? A personal worker here.
Huh?
A personal assistant?
You need an assistant. Correct. I'm sorry. I got lost there. A personal assistant.
Look, I ain't that far yet.
You there, cuz.
Nikki. Now, tell us something like, all right, so you got your thing going and all that, right? We're very proud of you, but tell the people. I know you had to have a time where you was thinking about quitting.
Yeah.
Or you was thinking about like this is too much. And what made you keep going and what changed your mindset?
Because I got me a job where I had to punch in and out. I was like, I'm done with this, So I got on somebody's payroll. And the fact that People kept trying to tell me what to do, kept micromanaging me, watching me. Yeah, you did this, you did. I'm just like, Then I look at my paycheck and like, this check I could make in one day. What am I doing? What am I doing? I don't even like this job. I don't need this job because I could go back to what I know to do and just put the work in. And that's what it's all about, is putting the work in.
And your natural talent.
And my natural talent.
That's right.
Yep.
Okay.
Look, Chanel said she thought this was a dysfunctional show. I don't belong here. You didn't find your family. You got the right ones. You can be yourself right here.
Chanel said that?
Yes. You found us. You good. Junior here. What's up, Junior? How you doing, boy? See, like, I'm just, because he got my name, I'm just gonna keep it real. Like this dude right here. That dude. Like, see, I'm not gonna cry on this thing tonight because I told you I'm a gangster. But this dude, he motivates me because I ain't putting this business out there and all that. Quita, you gotta copy the link, Quita. This man, like, technically on paper, he's smarter than me. On paper, he got more degrees than me. All right, but that's not the point. But you know, he ain't gonna carry me telling. He got sickle cell anemia, where a lot of people will, you have every excuse, and I'm not, you have every excuse to not do something,
right?
And stop, and it's valid, and it'll be valid,
and it's a just excuse, yeah,
right. But he keeps pushing on and exceeding these goals, and it'll be like, God dang, that's what it. So I can't quit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can't quit. This dude is doing it, and I'm just a proud father moment, yo. I'm sorry.
I know you're so proud of him, and I know that just keeps you inspired.
Yeah, it does. It really does. We talking dreams and goals. If you want to tap in. Here go the link. Chanel, you can tap in too. Come on in. If anybody want to comment, we here. Nikki, I'm proud of you too. Like sometimes, like, sometimes you got to tell people some of the trials you went through, because it motivate people. You don't know who you helping. Like, and I always say you never know who watching. One of the
and you know what? One thing is for sure, that this was her innate ability to do this, because Nikki used to do our heads when we were children. They used to, her and Moni used to French braid our hair the summers, and they kept our hair done. All of the girls in the family.
Ooh, there's a lot of heads.
And this is ever since we were young kids. They would French braid, bead our hair, and they did it every week or every 2 weeks. We would get it taken down, and they'll do it all over again.
But let me tell you this: when if you have a goal within your dream and you move too fast, it will fail.
Yep.
So
timing.
When timing is everything. When I opened it was in a hurry because I was mad with the person at the shop that I was working. So I allowed my temper and attitude to get in the way with what was right. So I went out, got this storefront, had to build it because it was a regular boutique store. So I had to get permits, pull up plumbing, electrical, everything. And only thing I kept seeing was just them dollars just going out the window, money just depleting. And I promise you, I was open every bit of 2 months. It had to close because it was just way too much. It was just one thing after another. But I did have sense enough to know, like, this not it. I need to get out.
Right.
After that, I took my time. I researched. I looked and looked and looked, and I did not move until I knew it was right. And then that was the test of me being a salon owner. So you have to
you didn't allow that to stop you either, because that didn't succeed the way you possibly wanted it to. You didn't allow that to stop you.
Absolutely. But it was hard though. It wasn't easy. It was hard.
Do you know one of the worst feelings in the world is sitting back thinking like I could have, I would have. If I would have did that, I probably could have been this, because you didn't try. That's a cold feeling, because you never know. You never know. I remember the first time I met the first millionaire I met, like somebody that I really knew was a millionaire. The first person I met, it was this lady. She lived in where was I at? It was by Northridge. She lived in a little condo, and I was doing her house. We were talking, and I could tell she did something, but I was trying to figure it out. Like, what did she do? Like, it wasn't super fancy, but I could tell she was very educated. And so I said, "Excuse me, if you don't mind me asking, I'm just curious. What do you do?" And this was like years ago. I don't know what she's doing now, but she said, "Oh, every green garbage can you see in the city, they buy it from me." I said, "What?" She said, "Yeah, every single one they get it from me." And I was like, "Wait a minute." For the whole, she said, the entire city. And so it blew my mind. And she was telling me about how, like, she was starting stuff and it didn't work, or people wouldn't support her, and she found that little niche. And I'm like, man, this lady is a millionaire from selling garbage cans.
Yeah.
Who would have figured?
Who? Come on now. Chase your dreams.
Everything is possible.
I hope this motivates somebody tonight.
You know what, too? That a lot of people let age become a factor and be like, "Oh, I done got to this age, I done got to that age," and not realizing that that's when most people come to their peak at their end of their late 40s, their 50s, and they become so successful because they have been through all these different journeys.
Absolutely.
And like Nikki said, it's the timing. You know, that timing is different for all of us. And just because you get older doesn't mean that it's still not you can't attain it.
Right.
We got somebody else tapping in tonight. We got Quita tapping in.
Okay, come on, Quita,
tap in, Quita.
Well, I done figured it out. God is good. I want to say something.
Amen.
Cousin, I'm so proud
thanks
of you.
for joining us.
You have motivated our family a lot. You have done a lot. You've been working since I've known you.
I sure appreciate the love.
Stay positive. You always brought joy and never complained when you came around. You was never a bother. That's always a blessing.
That's always good to hear, that I wasn't irritating as hell.
No, we used to like to see you coming. You didn't ever bring no bullshit. Now I don't know. Maybe if you had somebody with you, we ain't gonna say no name. But you, at least you tried to get them out of there gracefully and quickly.
We're not gonna be sending shots at my homeboys right now on the thing. Okay, all right, thank you.
We ain't gonna say no name.
So you got any dreams that you chasing, Quita?
I would still like to go to school to be a mechanic. I want to own my own garage so I can fix on some cars and drop some transmissions. and pull some engines. That's one of my dreams.
And I think that would be great for
work on. I'm doing it.
To own
Bring them over here. I can't guarantee they gonna work, but I promise I'm gonna try to put an alternator in it.
Come on now. What's stopping you from chasing that dream? What's stopping?
Nothing.
You?
I'm still chasing it. Nothing. I'm still chasing it. That's why I came here.
Okay.
To go to UTI for automotive technicians. So I'm still working on it.
So once that happens, I want you to come on here. I want to see some oil on your fingernails. I don't want to see no acrylics.
Oh yes, most definitely. I want to do it.
I want to see you do it.
I want to do it.
You know how many people you're gonna inspire? Huh? How many little girls you're gonna inspire? You can do it.
I know. God is
you can
good.
do it.
I'm gonna keep working on it. I'm not giving up. I'm gonna keep working on it. Slowly but surely.
You better not give up.
She's very capable of doing
it. It's too late. I can't.
And she gonna do it. Yeah.
I can't. Ain't no giving up. Ain't no turning back.
And that's one thing I'm gonna say. The homie Ray on here too. Ray, I got you in 1 second. But I'm gonna say this. Everybody that's on here now, I'm not saying this is always the case, but everybody that's on here right now, Ray, Quita, Nikki, Kofi, and me, we moved away from our comfort zone, away from everything you know, and you put yourself in a situation where you really ain't got no other choice.
But to make it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But to make it. Yeah.
I didn't think of that at the time, but that's kind of what happened. And you have no choice. You don't have anybody to lean on, so you got to get it. And
that's what they call faith. That faith. Thank God we come from a praying family, and they taught us faith and to pray.
Come on now, homie Ray, I see you. What's happening?
What's up, man? Love the conversation today. Y'all popping. I like this.
Well, thank you, brother.
Hi,
thank
Ray.
What's going on, everybody?
Hello,
Ray.
Hey.
I don't know you, but it's a blessing.
Oh, Ray is 100. He 50 grand. He that man. The man plus 50 grand.
I thought that was our cousin, Ray, in Vegas at first.
Oh, I think you know Ray. I seen a Facebook exchange. He went to Washington with you.
Oh, that's Ray Cunningham.
That is the one and only.
Oh, I apologize. I'm using government. My bad. My bad, Ray. How you doing?
Look at me. I co-signed it too. Exactly. That's him. That's the one.
My baby, he want to see who I'm talking to. He want to make sure. He heard me say a dude name. He got to make sure. Like, who is Ray?
Hi, cousin Kofi, and hi, Ray.
Hi, sweetheart. I love you.
Gonna speak to Ray too? Don't be speaking to Ray. He married. You gonna get us in trouble. His wife gonna mess around. How the kids know your name? I swear I don't know.
No.
Oh, here
Ray.
It ain't like that. I don't share. I got mad love for Ray. He's a respectful dude. Always have been.
Ray, what you got to do for the people?
Man, I like this conversation. I think we should be talking about this more often, especially with the youth, to help them figure out what they trying to do in life.
Yes.
You know, I always wanted to be an entertainer, not for the fame, but to influence people to do the right thing. I mean, if you listen from when I was doing music, from acting to doing film and podcasts, now it always was about the community and trying to put that kind of Bill Cosby community type thing.
Yeah.
Please don't push Bill Cosby stuff though. You can't. You gonna have to use. I get what you. You ain't got no bills over there right now.
We get what he mean. We get what he mean.
I get exactly what he meant.
You know what though?
He's always been a positive dude and stay doing something.
We can't take away from all of the great things still that Bill Cosby did. He did a lot of great things.
He was a very good influence on us.
Can I please say something?
It was just a joke. You can't take away.
Can I please defend my boy Bill?
Please, please.
Okay, I know for sure because one of the persons that were following his case, even this appeal, the deposition and what the people on the media was saying was totally different from the actual deposition. And it's a lot of things in that case that were kind of like added to extra stuff. It's crazy. You have to like actually dig into it to see what really happened and what really was said. And the media pushed it so to the left, and people just picked it up. And everybody in Hollywood that really didn't like him in the first place because he didn't give them a deal or whatever. Yeah. Not saying he was perfect, but they threw him under the bus. A lot of that stuff. 50% of the women that accused them when they was in court, they wasn't even in town when they said they accused them of. I mean, he wasn't even in town when they accused him of it. So out of the 60 girls, like 35 of them had to drop out because it wasn't they didn't have a standing case. I forget what it's called in legal terms. So it's like what they did to do was kind of bogus. And this is not to defend stuff that's wrong, but they violated his constitutional rights, even with the lady he in jail for now. Because the original, I'm sorry, I'm talking about, so this isn't even what y'all show is about. I apologize.
We went left. It's all right.
Yeah, I went.
I love to learn. We learning something. As long as we learning something out the conversation, it's always one.
Absolutely right.
If somebody is wrong, they're wrong. And we talked about this before. When you on that level of fame,
I was just joking to make it light because at the end of the day, I don't know that man, and I can't pass no judge.
No. It was taken as a joke, but that game right there is a cold game. It is. It's too.
It is.
We talked about it with T.I. Do I think everybody lying? I mean, come on now.
And you know what, Ron? We know that to be true.
Well,
we know this to be true, Ron, because we're just average people, and people attack our character and say things that ain't real and not true.
Yeah, that's true.
Not to change subjects or nothing, but ain't y'all supposed to be on another podcast on Monday, co-host?
Monday. You busy? You busy Monday, Kofi?
The day of yours, Ray?
Kofi,
is that the day of yours?
Yeah, that'd be. I think that one that I be on.
I just got the message the other day.
Monday.
I've been sharing, Ray. I've been sharing.
Monday we're gonna be on reconstruction of the dinner table with the homie Ray. Dysfunctional. We're gonna be crashing.
What's the topic gonna be?
The topic. The cancel. We're gonna be talking about the cancel culture.
Woo! Yeah, you better say that.
The what?
The cancel culture and the cancel culture and censorship.
Okay.
Hey y'all, I got somebody else tapped in. This is a very nice young man. I'm please to say that I know him. He's
you out, Nikki?
Good.
Nikki G, thank you for tapping in. We got a few more minutes.
Keep up the good work,
Thanks
Nikki.
for joining us,
Thank you. Keep up the good work. I wish you was here to burn my hair.
Young man, hey, how are you? Thank you for tapping in, young man.
How you doing, Fox?
I'm good. I'm
good. Lil Ronnie the
What the pop?
Yes, sir. That's Junior. What you got to add to this conversation?
I was just gonna say I like how y'all was touching on following your dreams and like basically persevering. That's at the stage I'm at right now because it took for me to graduate with everything going on and all the different obstacles I had to overcome with everything. But once I graduated, I thought I was gonna go straight to law school because that's been my dream, my number one goal ever since I can remember is to become a lawyer.
That's right. Mm-hmm. That's right.
like ever since I could talk. So once I graduated and I didn't go straight into it like I wanted to. I started working in the detention center and all of that. And I started feeling like afterwards I started feeling like I was at my lowest because I wasn't where I wanted to be at. But I kept going and I kept pushing, and I'm not there yet, but everything happens for a reason. And now I'm in another field. I'm teaching right now, and I'm teaching students who basically go to alternative schools, students who are considered delinquent youth. So it's like I have to talk to them about different things, and it's like it also gives me another perspective of when I do become a lawyer. Like you sending people to different programs, recommending different programs and stuff like that. I would know the ins and outs of it and how that type of stuff works.
Brian, can I ask you a question?
Yes, ma'am.
I would like to know, do you believe that you doing the teaching and you working at these different facilities are just building you for what you have to going through becoming a lawyer?
Now that's how I view it. At first I didn't, and I just felt like everything was just going the opposite of what I wanted to, and it was hard. I was starting to get a little discouraged, but now that I view it a little differently, it changed my perspective on how I view things. So yeah, I do view it more like that nowadays. That it's building me for that role what I need to be. It ain't never on my time. It's God's time. So
come on now.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's smarter than you, Ron.
Absolutely.
Hey, way smarter.
That
way
is
smarter.
so cool.
Hey, that's what the papers say, right?
Right.
Nah, I ain't there yet.
But you know what, Ryan? He speaks with so much wisdom.
Yeah. You know what? He's always been wise beyond his years. And I want to ask you this. And I think this has something to do with it, but like your medical condition, and where you see a lot of people, again, it's valid. A lot of people they give up on chasing that kind of stuff because of their condition, and just they say, I'm gonna deal with this. What keeps you going? Like, what makes you take that extra step to push on?
It's like multiple things. One of them is I try not to look at it as a factor. Like I try not to use it as an excuse or a crutch. Like I still have to get these things done. I don't want to be just sitting down somewhere and regretting that I ain't chased my goal to do what I wanted to do to be happy. I just let this overcome my life.
Say that.
And then another thing is, it's like I know other people who have the illness and stuff like that. It's a lot of males I know too, and a lot of men don't really speak on it because men want to be viewed as the protectors and providers of their family and stuff like that. So they don't speak on it, and they don't really see anybody else accomplishing anything in that field. So I just try to keep going so I can be an example, not just for my siblings, but for the world, for the people who look up to me, for the different ones who look up to me. So that's like my motivation to keep going. I don't let none of that bother me. It's just it may get to me sometimes and have me down and out, but I always bounce back. I always try to keep the glass is half full type of mentality. If I sit and soak over stuff for too long, I ain't gonna get nothing accomplished. I'm gonna just be sad and I'll be hurting myself at the end of the day. So that's gonna cause me to go into another episode, another crisis. So it's not even worth it. So that's my motivation. Just keep going, handling what I gotta
have a bad connection.
Can I say something?
Please.
You know what? I my hat is tipped off to Lil Ron. This is my first time, I think, even hearing him before. I think I've seen him online before, but he's the type of young man that don't get enough praise in mainstream media. Like young men like him need to be pushed. So people that's coming after him that might look up to him, that's in his age group, can say like, man, he did, like, being smart and going to school should be like that should be cool, because it's easy not to care. It's
Yes.
easy to just to give up and
Absolutely.
play the role, but actually sticking to your guns and doing what you're supposed to do, that's a hard grind. That's a hard grind. And
I appreciate that.
I mean, and there's plenty of them out there, but they don't get that praise. And,
That is.
And we should.
It is.
He did have a good role model.
Who, me?
Absolutely.
That's what the people say.
Me and Kofi always say about the men in our family, no matter what they did, when it came time to family and them kids, they put all that bull stuff to the side.
That's what the people say.
Yeah. Why y'all? That's one thing y'all do know how to be is man. Y'all did the boys and the kids shit well, and now y'all do the man shit well.
I agree.
Amen.
I would like to say this too, Ron Jr., you're a remarkable young man. And I agree with Ray. We need to put young men like Ron on more platforms so that other young men can hear their struggle and know they can accomplish anything and they can persevere through anything. So I just want to say again, you're remarkable and keep going for it because we need a lawyer.
Yes, very proud of you.
We ain't had a good lawyer since Cochran. Come on with it, Ron. Come on with it.
Especially when in the family. We're gonna be really out here talking shit. We get a lawyer in the family like, look, don't make me call my cousin.
Coming soon.
It's such a hard thing to see, and I'm not harping on it, but you raising your child and they had this condition, and so you got to do the normal fight that you do with a kid. You fighting to keep your kid in line, but then you got to fight. We had to fight doctors and nurses and dealing with that.
All your life you had to fight.
Man, listen, I remember his senior year in high school. They did a project that takes the whole year, like a senior project. So they start at the beginning of the year, at the end of the year, they turn in his paper. So he ended up going to the hospital when it was due, right? So he get out the hospital, he have his paper, and the paper was brilliant, right? And the teacher gave him a B because it was late. So I'm like, whoa, hold on. What you mean he get a B because it was late? He was in the hospital. It was an excused absence. He was literally in the hospital.
No.
The lady said to me,
"You not even thinking that he got the paper in. Most kids wouldn't have even done the paper."
The lady said to me, "Well, what do you want me to do?" I said, "I want you to give him the grade that he earned. He earned the A.
He get the A+++
that he earned."
So give him the same grade you would have gave your kid. And hurry up, put some respect on it.
He got
and
the
that's
A.
Why then he would have got kicked out of school. That's what
He got they fixed it. He got the A, but the point is that
they should have gave it to him in the first place.
You have to fight. You gotta fight.
You do.
You do. You can't just accept it all the time. Sometimes you have to speak up and fight. And so
you do.
That sounds like Sophie's daughter Nafi. That's how she used to be about them grades. Like, Mom, I got a B. I'm not taking this B.
That's how you gotta
do. And Nafi would go back to school like, no, she's gonna have to fix it. Remember that?
And she would fight for herself.
She was serious. Nafi didn't play that about them grades. She's going to fix it.
I have a child that was determined to have a 4.5 every report card. If she got an 8, minus, she would have a
She was
frenzy.
upset.
And she would go back and say, "No, I don't deserve this. I got this done, this part done." And
Come
she
on
would
now.
stand up for herself.
You
She
have
would.
to.
You sure did.
You
Well, hey,
do.
Have to calm Nafi down. Like, Nafi, it's okay. It's a A. She's like, no, it's a A minus.
well,
Like,
hey,
why she had to put the
well,
minus?
we got some new we got some new comment. Oh no, Teresa. She gave me a beer.
Is Ron still on?
Ron is still on. Listen, hey, go ahead, Cole.
I just wanted to ask Ron real quick, what would be some encouraging words that he would give to someone his age or someone our age?
And encouraging words of like what though? Like towards what?
As far as keep shooting for your dreams.
Keep going, keep pushing, because I'm not there yet.
What was your model? Like, what made you keep and not give up? Like, I think what cousin was saying, like when you was in the hospital, what made you drive like, no, I'm gonna still get this paper in?
Yeah.
A lot of it
because most kids, they in the hospital, they're not going to do that. They're not going to be concerned about school and the work, but you still got that done. Like,
my mentality was a little different because I couldn't play sports and stuff like that. I wasn't into sports, and I really couldn't do too much in that area. So I was always like more into my academics, and then going to a PWI, like a predominantly white like high school and all, they would always try to shortchange me and act like I was dumb and try to treat me like I was dumb.
Yeah.
And certain stuff, or like kind of like now that I'm older, I can word it better.
And you was the smartest thing going.
Yeah, I felt like they was trying to like belittle me through some stuff. So that would always and then I had my younger siblings looking up to me as well. So all of those things will always motivate me to, all right, I can't do X, Y, and Z while I'm in the hospital, but when I get out, I'm gonna do all my makeup work and the current work at the same time, so I can get caught up. And sometimes the teacher wouldn't help me out with that stuff, but I still have to get it done. So that was just my motivation.
I admire your drive. Like
So you guys have a very, very determined drive in you.
I appreciate.
You hear that, Ryan? You hear how he got that drive?
Yeah, I see. Yeah, I see it. It's all on them.
It's on them and in them.
Go ahead, Ray. What'd you say?
No, that wasn't me.
That was it.
Well,
you hear what I said? That remind me of you getting up every morning. I used to hear you beating the family in that little brown truck, and your little brown man.
Come on now, I had to do it.
7:30 in the morning. You was out with the birds.
I had to do it.
Trying to get the young dudes off the corner.
Little dudes had to eat. Had to do it.
You would still pull up on them. You ain't never talk bad to them, but you will always try to motivate them. Like, okay, y'all need to get off this corner. Like, what y'all doing today? Like, you throw a couple jokes and like, brothers, I got to go to work.
Them was my little brothers, man. And I always want the best for them. Like,
you could tell you wanted more for them.
I think it was last week. I said something about it. This little dude that used to live next door to us, he invited me to his wedding, and he said that he used to always look at me and Hortman, and that was the thing to him. He looked up to that, and that's what he wanted. And so it just meant so much that, like, man, I influenced this little dude by doing the right thing. Like, it wasn't nothing extra. It wasn't nothing. I wasn't doing nothing spectacular, but he just see me doing the right thing, and it inspired. You know what I mean?
And then complain. That's what people. You never complain. I don't never remember you being out there like, man, fuck this job, fuck this. Like You never.
No.
You was always happy.
No,
You was
no.
always happy, and you was trying to show them niggas that working will get you with it. You was always
Hey,
happy.
hey, we got stories.
Even if
We,
you know, at least that's what
we,
you show. You was good. You was a
yeah,
good actor. I'm
no,
glad you
no,
did
it was real. No,
so
it was
you
real.
can get her.
Quita, it was real. Wasn't that? It was real. I'm really good. All right.
I believe it, but I know even behind that, everybody got a story. But you didn't let.
No. There's no story. Hey,
But
we
that's
went
good.
longer.
Well, that's good.
We went
That's
longer
good.
than we planned on going, Kofi. We got caught up in being long winded. So what we gonna do is we're gonna give people they final comments.
I don't know. We're supposed to be off. You know, it's almost 10. So
Yeah, we go.
It's the
I'm
country who say we can't never cut off family. This fam.
So if you have
Wait, hold
more comments and you want to touch on those, let's hear some more comments. And then we didn't hear what Ray Dream was, did we?
I think Ray
so.
gone. Oh no, there he
No,
is.
I'm here.
No,
I'm just out working.
Look, he's working.
Are you still training? Do you still do the training? Don't you?
No, I'm
you
so
a
glad
trainer?
I'm out of. Yeah, I'm so glad I'm out of that business. And my business would have that all the gyms was closed for almost a half a year, so I would have been out if I didn't start my own business. So I guess my dream, I guess y'all closing. So my dream was always to just make sure my family was straight. Like that was a big dream. Like Bill, like the Cosby, I'd say Cosby Show before y'all flip out. The Cosby Show in a different world was a big
That was
influence
big.
on me.
That was big, man. Yeah.
Like I wanted. That's what
For
made
me
me want to go to
too.
college. That's what made me want to, be a husband instead of a.
Excuse me.
Boyfriend.
Yeah, like that was a big show to me. So that's my dream. That was my dream, to just have a family and take care of my family.
And you live in it.
That's why. And I started early too.
That's so
you live in it. You live in it.
So, yeah,
that's real.
And for the record, we from the same hood, so it happens. It's not rare. It happens. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
It happens. People think it's a myth. Is rare that we don't become husbands and fathers and take care of our kids. Yeah, we do. You're looking right at it right now.
The mainstream is turning a blind eye to the two things that we talked about today. Young black men doing what they supposed to do, and adult men, black men doing what they supposed to do.
Right.
They don't see that. They see it, they just don't report it. Because I don't think I got no friends that don't take care of their kids, and then whether if they with the woman or not. So
and that's a beautiful thing. We're gonna do that.
I don't know where I was shopping at. I didn't. What neighborhood y'all was in? I didn't.
You see it right there.
I should have came off Center Street.
Yeah, 44%. You got to go past Sherman Park.
That's where I got one of the fathers. I should have left Center Street.
Oh my God!
On key for something.
Well, listen, y'all. We need to wrap this up. We said we wouldn't do it 2 hours again. We almost 2 hours. It's a beautiful thing. So I'm gonna give y'all some.
It is.
Y'all be back Thursday, right?
At Tuesdays and Thursdays at 10 p.m. Ray right here, so I'm gonna put him on the spot. Ray is helping us create the flyers and the graphics and all that. I'll put him on the spot. We from right, like he gonna do that for us. And
I was gonna say, who is Ray? I am not used.
We call him Ray. And we gonna cash app him a little something, a love token. And
right.
Yeah.
Kobe said yes.
Yeah, we gonna have to. He gonna have to send us the cash app name.
Monday night at 9 p.m. though, we on his podcast.
Okay.
On Reconstruction of the Dinner Table, Monday 9 p.m. What's the date? The 16th? No, that ain't the 16th. What's the date? I'm gonna have to look on my calendar. What's the date on this?
Monday gonna be the 14th. No, the
14th.
15th.
Okay.
Because Saturday
15th.
is the 13th.
Is that the 15th?
It's the 15th.
Monday the 15th,
yeah,
right?
Saturday is the 13th.
Yeah, Monday the 15th.
Monday
My
the
bad.
15th.
It's gonna
I went
be the
into
15th on Monday.
Okay. So I'm gonna go around the room and I'm gonna give y'all some closing remarks. And Kofi, you want to go first since you at the top?
Yeah, because I'm having a bad connection. So my closing remarks would be to come out of the prison that's in your own mind. I believe that we prevent ourselves from reaching our goals. Well, our goals and dreams due to our own thoughts. So defeat those thoughts and know that if you're not being encouraged by anyone else, that Jesus loves you, and encourage yourself. You got to look in that mirror and encourage yourself when nobody else will.
Come on now. Quita?
I think my last words is to, be like my cousin said, be honest with yourself. Be able to own up to your shit and stop doing things to yourself and to people that you're not able to look at yourself the next day. Like you're not, comfortable. If you can't own it, don't do it.
That look of shame in the mirror. Whew.
Because you can't get better until you own your shit. You have to be able to be accountable for your fuck up. Excuse my
absolutely
so then it could be fixed, and that's how people grow. That's how people is open to other people advice. And like my cousin always Kofi tell me, it ain't what you say, it's how you say it, because your message could get lost in the delivery because how you trying to deliver it. So that's my big thing. I'm grateful that I was able to get on, and I love all y'all.
We love you back.
Much love, Quita.
We love you back. Thank you for tapping in. Hope you come back.
Good viewpoints, Quita.
Hope you come back.
I'm trying to get better.
Love you.
Ray, what you got?
I'm trying to work on myself.
My last comment would be, if you see any young man in your community trying and struggling, always push and tell him that he can do it. We have to start encouraging our youth, because a lot of them out there don't have that extra push. And sometimes all they need is that attention, that good job, and man, I see you. Sometimes that's all they need.
That's right.
Just to keep going. And a lot of them don't get
it.
That's real.
Come on, Ray. That boy get down. That boy right there get down. Junior, you got any last words?
Nice to meet everybody. Be safe. Have a good night. And don't be afraid to take a chance and make a mistake. Not even a mistake. It's just a learning experience. Learning from your lessons. Figure out your own formula. Everybody don't have the same exact formula. You got to find out your own to become what you want to be.
I just want to say that's
good viewpoint.
That's my son right there.
Good viewpoint.
I'm going to say that. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I'm going to say this. When you're chasing your dreams, I'm going to tell y'all two things that somebody told me. And I didn't really get it at first. They told me that when a rocket ship goes up, it doesn't just go straight like this. That it goes all like this first before it catches its proper trajectory, and then it takes off. So you can't wait for everything to be perfect. Things are going to happen. Like right now, we just had this podcast. In the whole night, the connection was bad, but we just kept on keeping on, and somebody got something from it tonight. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So don't give up. Keep trying. And even though it's hard, You got to believe in yourself. God put you here for a reason. And yeah, somebody might say no, but guess what?
Yeah.
They might say yeah. And you don't want to waste your life sitting there wondering if or woulda or shoulda. Thank y'all for tuning in with us. It's the Dysfunctional Show. We love y'all. We'll see you Monday night with Ray Ray. Ray Ray, somebody said post the link. I'm going to post it on my page. You're going to give it to me. I'm going to share it. Tuesday nights and Thursday nights, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard. The Dysfunctional fam. We out. You know where we going. We're going to the green room.